Hello, this is Algebra, topic 10-4, more exploring data. So in 10-3, we talked about how to use a calculator to make a line of best fit. But actually, we can use that same method to find equations of lines. So let's go ahead and take a look at example number 1. We're going to find the equation of a line that passes through these 2 points. Now, in Unit 9, we found out how to do this algebraically. And it's important for you to know how to do that because that way you understand what's going on. But on this and all future tests, I want you to use this method, which is much faster. Go over to Stat, Edit. Now again, you may need to clear out L1 and L2 by going up and hitting Clear on your calculator to clear it out. Okay. But what we want to do is we want to put the x values into L1, so that would be -3 and 2. And in L2, we want to put the y values, which would be -3 and 12. Now, quit to get out of here. And we want to go back to Stat, over to Calculate, and down to number 4. Go to, I did Quadratic Regression, no. Stat, Calculate, Linear Regression. Apparently I went down too far. And it gives us some values. Now, it tells us that A is 3 and B is 6, so y equals 3x plus 6. And remember, R2, R squared, we don't care about R squared. All we care about is R, and the value of R is 1. That is because our data makes a perfectly straight line. This makes a straight line with positive slope. That's why our R value is 1. Let's do example number 2. Go back to Stat, Edit. This time, our x values are 6 and 7. And our y values are 1 and -4. Now, it's important that you put them in the same order. Okay? And you can see I just typed over instead of clearing out. You can do that. You can type over instead of clearing out. But we want to quit again. We want to go back to Stat, Calculate our linear regression. And this time it says that y equals -5x plus 31. And our R is -1, which means that this is a straight line with negative slope. So for example number 3, you should be able to do this on your own by now. So you may want to pause the video and go ahead and do this. You can always come back and check your answer, see if it was right. And here we get that y equals -0.083 repeating, x plus 1.3 repeating. So we got some answers that are not quite as pretty. And we have an R value this time of -1. Again, that means that this is a straight line with a negative slope. Let's go ahead and look at example number 4. Now here, we want to know if these are linear. And if so, what's the rule? And so, used to, you would go and see if the rate of change is the same for all of them, and then find out your equation. Here, we can let the calculator do the work. We go to Stat, Edit, clear out your old lists, Put in your new lists. -4, -2, 1, 3, 4, 10, 4, -5, -11, -14. Okay. Make sure that your numbers match the table. Quit out of it. Linear regression away. And we have that our R value is -1, which means, yes, we do have a nice slope. So y equals -3x minus 2. All right, let's take a look at number 5. Go back to Stat Edit. Clear out your lists. Type in the new lists. Okay. Make sure that your lists match. Quit out of it. I already had linear regression pulled up, so I could just hit enter. It gave me new information. This time R is +1. That is, in fact, a linear equation. So this is y equals 0.5x plus 3. And our last example. Stat Edit. Clear out the old lists. Put in the new information. And you may be able to look at this and tell that doesn't look linear, but just for the sake of argument, we're going to go ahead and run our linear regression. And here we see that R is not 1. In fact, it is not even anywhere close to 1, so this is not linear. All because our R value is neither 1 nor -1. So hopefully this whole unit has made lines so much easier, especially this last topic. You may be wondering why I went over Unit 9 at all, but the fact of the matter is that you still need to understand how to do it algebraically. But on tests, for the sake of speed and your sanity, you can use the calculator to solve it. These are very powerful tools, and we are still only scratching the surface of what they're capable of doing. So, hope you have a good afternoon, and good luck on your assignment.